Thackeray and Disraeli wrote about their visit to Gibraltar in the 19th century, but it's George Borrow's narrative that is arguably the most captivating. Borrow was essentially a travel writer who included his experiences of Gibraltar in 4 chapters of his most famous book, The Bible in Spain. Those 4 chapters have been extracted and brought together with explanatory notes and commentary by Richard Garcia.
The book is called Barocco on the Rock, George Borrow and Gibraltar, and it describes a visit in 1839, August 1839, of George Borrow to Gibraltar. And curiously, when he arrived, it was a Levanter.
Can you give us a flavour of what Gibraltar was like in 1839 when Borrow arrived? What were his impressions?
Well, he describes a number of different things. First of all, he describes the impact that the appearance of Gibraltar from the sea causes on the person who's arriving and has never seen the rock. And he also tells us what the street feels like in terms of the number of people, the bustle, the noise, the variety of different nationalities that you could encounter. He is conscious of the military presence, very proud of the military presence.
Richard Garcia said it was difficult to put into words the energy and vitality of Borrow's prose, but said he loved to describe people.
And he's staying at the Griffith Hotel, which used to be on the corner of Main Street and John Mackintosh Square. It was the place where the yacht club was born a few years earlier. And he tells us about the governor of Gibraltar of the day, who comes and stands outside the door looking into the hostelry where mine host, Mr. Griffiths, was all dressed in white. So he tells us quite a lot of things. He paints with his eyes as well as with his ears. The currency of the day, because at the time, in 1839, the currency in Gibraltar was the dollar, the real, and the quart. And that equated to something like 6 shillings and threepence, which is just over 30p, for his accommodation.
Borrow was touting Protestant Bibles in Catholic Spain, a bit of an uphill struggle, when his journey brought him to the Rock.
The book gathers these 4 chapters and takes them out, and they're published alone, as a standalone, together with explanatory notes so that one can understand the references that Borrow makes, and also an introductory chapter. And it's all illustrated with contemporary photographs and Victorian photographs, contemporary watercolours and other illustrations to give a flavour of the period.
Surprisingly, Borrow makes no mention of the monkeys, but Barocco on the Rock will surely arouse interest as to what life was like in Gibraltar in the 1830s. The book is available from the Heritage Trust.